Hey everybody, I've been here about, I don't know, maybe 15-20 minutes and already got my first good find. I've dug some clad, a couple quarters and a couple pennies. This is the Oklahoma tax token. It wasn't very deep. I'll get back to you at the next one. Hey everybody, hadn't found any silver yet, but dug a lot of clad, and I just pulled another Oklahoma tax token, which kind of dates this house. I heard it was built in the 40s, and these were used in the 30s, and then they were kind of dispersed to the kids as play money, and so that would explain why they're out in the yard. Anyway, get back to you on the next one. And of course, what's a yard like this if you don't get a FU mint mark quarter? Here's looking at you, Bob. Hey everybody, been at it for about another hour or so since that tax token. I got the front yard covered. I passed up a lot of shallow signals out there because I don't want to tear this guy's yard up too bad. I've been trying to be as neat as possible. I'm out in the backyard now, and I finally got my first wheat. Not sure of the date. You might be able to see it on there, but that's the first one out of this yard, so I'll stay at it. Hey everybody, still at it in my friend's yard. Going around this big tree right here, and I got me another wheat. I don't know if you can see it. I believe it's 43. It didn't look like a mint mark. Get back to you on the next one. Well, a couple hours into this hunt, and I've gotten a few wheat pennies, so I knew there was some older stuff in this yard. Knew I would come across some silver pretty soon. I got a nice rim right there. It was about 6 inches deep, and looks like a quarter. I'm not 100% sure yet. Oh yeah, it's a quarter. Gonna be a Washington. $19.49. My first silver of 2015. That's a good silver for first for 2015. Get back to you, find another one. Well, not too long after the silver quarter, I got something round in the hole again, and it looks to be an Oklahoma tax token. So it's a good find. Get back to you on the next one. Just got past that tax token, and I got me a wheat. I wasn't going to video it because I've gotten a couple others that I hadn't videoed, but this one looks like I believe it's 1912. It's going to be the oldest coin I got out of this yard. So much light, too much light I can't focus, not enough light I can't focus. There it is. It's pretty dirty, pretty corroded. I'll clean it up when I get home, show you. It's pretty worn too. Everybody, out here with G-Man tuna can, Tulsa pull tab finder, and 65 Fozzie B, and an old tear out. You can see the bulldozer tracks. House just been recently tore down. I got my first wheat. Looks like it's in the teens. Not sure, I can't see it. I'll clean it up at home and show you the wrap up. Well, still out here digging this empty lot, and it's got a shallow nickel signal. I don't dig a whole lot of nickel signals, but got me a buffalo. It's really crusted over, but I cleaned off enough to be able to see that buffalo on the back. I'll take it home and get it cleaned up and see if we can get a date off of it. Well, we're still out here on this lot. 65 Fozzie B got him a silver rosy a minute ago, and I got a really sweet 82, 83 signal. And if you can see right there, haven't even pulled it out yet. Let's see what we got. It is, wow, extremely worn. I think it's a rosy. Yeah, it is. It's a very worn rosy. 1947. Second silver 2015. Get back to you if you get something else. Hey everybody, 65 Fozzie B just got him a 1911 Barber, and I just popped out this 1928 wheat in really nice shape for Doug wheat. Back to you later.
Alright, we literally just said that we were about ready to head out of here. I hit like a 76, 78, and it was almost on the surface. I pulled it out and this is what we saw. Oh man, it's already, there's a lot of dirt, but it's got some weight. It may just be junk jewelry.
Oh no, that sure shined up nice.
That might be silver. I don't know. That's weird looking. Suspicious looking.
Yeah, nonetheless, it's a cool.
It's a ring, that's
cool
for sure.
Ring, yeah.
Well, I'll get it cleaned up a little bit and see if we got any marks. Might just be steel, stainless steel.
Hey everybody, I'm going to do a couple quick wrap-ups of two hunts that I did, 2 different weekends. First one here is going to be a friend of mine in Bartlesville. His house is built in the 40s, and he said I could come take a look around, so I just kind of doing a scouting trip, and it turned out to be a good one. There's all the trash, old Clorox lid, and brass and copper, and just your basic junk, digging trash out and get it out of the yard. Got quite a bit of clad there. I think all total there was over $2. I got the quarters, and I believe one of these, that one right there, is the one I showed in the video, with 1965 with the FU mint mark. And some dimes, nickel, copper pennies. I realized real quick that the better signals were the deeper ones in that yard. It hadn't really been disturbed much, and I ended up passing up a lot of shallow zinc signals, and you can tell I only had 1 zinc penny. So handle off cap gun, the lipstick tube. I'm pretty sure this is an older lipstick tube. It's cool that it's still in shape. It looked like it had some kind of paint or finish on it at one time. Like handle off of probably a toy tractor or something like that. This was found at another location. I just thought it was kind of cool. Found it later that day. Says model, I think it says 1001 or 10,001, Fresno, California. On this side it says Royal Coach. I haven't had time to research that yet, but got 3 tax tokens, which kind of ages the house right, because the tax tokens would have been just discarded to the kids to play with, like play money or something in the 40s, and that's where they were at, buried out in the yard. This was kind of interesting. My wife did a little bit of research for me. The Duro Chrome Corporation, St. Louis, Missouri, and this is branches in New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. She said they went on stools that would go into like soda fountains, and then this company I guess sold out to another company, and she said all the tags and stuff she could find, after the early 70s were all just paper tags, and so this one dates back a little bit further than that. This was a really cool find. I've never seen one of these or even heard of one, but it's called the Deer Koi, and it goes along with the John E. Well, the John E is a hand warmer, and I guess this had a little piece of felt that went down inside there, and you put doe scent, like the doe and heat scent for hunting, down inside and on the felt, and put it down in there. This tab was bent over, and it gives instructions here on the back. You're not going to be able to see them with this camera, but it you put that tab through in the John E. It's a JON-E, and it would warm it, and supposedly, more of the scent came out, and so it was a hunting deer attractant. I got a few wheats, 44. It's like 45 or something like that. This is a 1912. It's in really, really rough condition. It may be a 1912D. I couldn't tell. It's got a little bump right there below the 1912s. So that might be what that was. And I believe it's another 1940s. And I did get one silver out of that yard, as you've seen in my video. Too much light here. Really nice, a little bit worn, but nice 1949 D. I was tickled to death with that. That was my first silver of 2015. And then this past weekend, I got to go out on Saturday. It was really nice out, and bad weather was going to be moving in, which it did. There's snow on the ground now. Hunted a lot of an old torn down house, and I was with Tall Spool Tab Finder, G-Man Tuna Can, and 65 Fozzie B, and we all did really well. Of course, digging a lot like this guy's house had undisturbed ground. I dug one zinc penny. You go to a bulldoze lot where everything's been turned over and over and disturbed, and I get a whole pile of zinc pennies. I did get some pretty good pile of copper pennies, a couple quarters, a good little row of dimes, glass bead, a couple Legos. It's the non-metal stuff. One of these little brass valves you always find around the old houses. One of these things that I think Tall Spool Tab Finder was asking a while back what these were. He may even figured it out. I'm still not sure what they are. I find them all the time. Not sure what this is. Almost looks like for a horse bit, but it's too small. Maybe it was for a toy one. I don't know. This, I believe, is lead weight for a casting net. Modern 9mm, modern key, some kind of either hook or bottle opener or something. Big chunk of brass. I got a buffalo nickel, and you can see his nose right there, and somewhere underneath all this crust, I think it's been through a fire. Underneath all this crust might be a date, because there's a lot of detail underneath of all the crust. Once you get it off there, you can see a little bit of the wording right there. It says 5 cents down here, and you see the hump of the buffalo right there. I might try electrolysis. I haven't set up anything to do that yet, but I guess this would be a good one to try on. Another 1912 plane, and a little better condition, but I think it might have went through the same fire that buffalo went through. And a really nice shape, 1928. Is it 28 plane? And I have a 28 plane in my Lincoln Sense book. But I do need a 28D and a 28S. So, too bad it couldn't have been one of those. It's got a lot of detail, looks really good. And another hunt, another silver. Got a 47. If I can get this thing to focus. There we go. Got some of those black lines in it. I kind of like that. That's a 47S. Got a little bit of a scratch across there, but that might have been when it was in the I don't know. It was a bulldoze lot, so either I did it or it got drug around in that lot when they were bulldozing it. So it was pretty shallow, but nonetheless, it's silver. Anyway, like I said, we got snow on the ground. Probably won't be getting out for a while, but when we do, we'll get out there and dig it again. Everybody take care.